Hey guys! So today we have the October reading about love. What's your love life going to be in October 2019? And if you get to this video on any point later, might also be the October upcoming. So for instance 2020. So whenever you see this video, it's meant to be for you. So we have 3 piles, 1, 2, 3, and this one is the amethyst pile, quartz pile, and a tiger eye. And you can just focus on what you want, what pile draws to you, or the pile you think like, okay, I'm not sure. Just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and take a breath like 3 times, very deep. Then look again, and then pick the one that resonates the most. In these readings, it's all, it's a general reading for everybody. So whatever message you need to hear, if you think it's for you, then it's for you. If not, well, that can be, and then maybe next time, or maybe it's just one card or one situation that you're like, okay, I can relate to that, and that's fine too. So just pick your card, and then you can move to the timestamp where your cards, I'm going to read the cards from the pile, and that's written down below in the comments, in the subscription. So I hope you like this video, and let's get started with pile number 1. So pile number 1, let's go. This is your, the cards that you've chosen. The amethyst, love this stone, it's just beautiful, very powerful. And let's see what the cards have to say for October 2019. We have the guides, 10 of Wands, Magician, very interesting, 10 of Cups, 9 of Wands. So let's start with those first, and the Page of Pentacles. And there was a fallout, and actually in 3 piles, every pile they had a fallout card, which of course is always interesting. And so that was the guide for this one. And let's talk about it. So when I look at this, I get the feeling that there's absolutely harmony and family life, and if you don't have a family yet, you're going to just be with your boyfriend, just very happy, and very good feelings, harmony, blessed, even, like just everything you were working for in your love life, you have achieved, and it's really wonderful. I mean, you can see the family and the happiness, they're toasting, having a toast, like just on life in general. So that's a good card. But at the same time, and that's what I think this one's coming in, the guide, it's it's guiding you. So this is the card of balance, and telling you what way to go. And so even though, everybody has their issues, of course, but for you, it's these two, the one cards that, even though you have this wonderful family life, or just with your boyfriend, that you still have the feeling like maybe it's not enough, or maybe you're looking for something else, and in this case, it could be just a lot of pressure. And sometimes that can be the case, that even if you're happy and you wanted this life and you wanted the perfect partner, that there's still some issues that put a weight on your shoulder, like literally. And then if you take a moment to let yourself be in the moment, and to find balance in that moment, in that thing, because this card says that you can have it all. Everything is literally in your hands to do it. Stars to make your wishes come through, the wolf to guide you, with the wisdom and strength. So I mean, Stonehenge even, I mean, this card is just wonderful to manifest everything in your life. But even manifestation takes, it takes time, but also belief, and sometimes you just don't, you just start losing your faith, like, oh, it's not gonna work, maybe even I don't deserve this, is this true? It can also be like that, eh? Sometimes the situation is truly wonderful, and then it might be that you feel like, no, is this really true? I mean, can this be? And then you get the pressure on your shoulder because of those thoughts. And you should not worry about that. You should really just be enjoying the moment. And this is also the Page of Pentacles, just, being in a moment. I mean, it could be also the person you're being with, and he's just, first of all, if it's male, female, can be both, of course. It's good with money, and but also just a simple, loving mind and loving spirit, very easygoing. So yeah, let's see what else goes with this. The wolf. So we have the wolf also here. So trust your instincts. So very interesting. And then we have faith. And by the book. I'm just gonna put them down. Like, I like to work with all the cards just on the table, so I can, relate to them to whatever card they relate to. So the thing is that, this is a wealth card. So, with these two, there's gonna be a lot of love. I mean, lots of love there. So really, like, richness in love, riches in your heart. Being rich doesn't always mean financially. It's also richness in your heart. And you have the moonstone here, so it's going to be intuition. So whatever you're feeling, whatever it is that's going, inside of your mind, you can truly trust your feeling, and you go with your intuition. And that relates actually to the Fates card, that whatever October has in mind for you, it's just going to happen. You can't escape it, and it's just going to be for you whatever needs to be. And you can, this is interesting, I love how these cards just come together. And this also relates to this, like by the book, like you can try to go right, but when you have to go left, it's just, the law of the universe, you just have to go left. So just go with the flow, go whatever, the universe pushes you in what direction, and just walk with it, go with it, and trust your instincts at the same time. And I think when you trust your instincts, then you can also, if you have these feelings like it's too much, or I love this life, but it's gonna end, or whatever worries you have, the moonstone, like your intuition, you can even, get a moonstone for this month, put it, you carry it with you, preferably on the skin, of course, and it will help you, through those times when you have such feelings, or you have the feeling that you need to have some extra protection or some extra guidance. Because also with this instinct, instinct is intuition, so you have that in you also here, like the magician, to get to do anything that's within reach. You just have it within you, so you know what to do, the things that are for you, and you can just go with the flow, just let it be. And that will give balance also, because when you're guided, everybody is guided by the universe, because the universe knows best for all of us. And then when when you accept that and you can go with that, everything falls in place. So there's the richness in your love life, but also Phoenix, resurrection, surrender to change. So could be there's a change, like maybe you weren't happy before, or maybe you don't have a boyfriend, you're going to have a boyfriend, or maybe a child, wish for a child is going to happen. So you know, fiery change passion, what really lights up your fire from within. You can expect that to be happening. And just also, like with this, it says surrender. That's also with this. Just go with it. Don't fight it, and just trust in the universe that it has your back. And with that knowledge, you can just, you know, go through October and just have fun and just be in the moment. And here's another. It's this one is also interesting because it says, like, you know, trust your signs that are given by your intuition, because they will lead you to your goal, which of course is love, because this is a love reading. And again, intuition. So many intuition cards. So whatever you're facing, whatever your feelings are, you're going to just handle it very easily. And you know, that's a wonderful thing. And you know, it might be that this month you might see some wolf signs, a drawing of a wolf, or that can remind you of who you are, and what, you know, like the strength that is from within, and the intuition that you can just trust. You can just trust your intuition. So this is totally not a bad reading. This is all about, you know, family life and enjoying, and you know, it's going to be wonderful because of this, you know, very rich passion also, just being together. But you know, we are people, so many times we just wander around, you know, with our thoughts, like, especially, and that's what I think, I mean, that's what comes to me, is that it's about the feeling of not worthy. So like, oh, is this going to last? Is this true? Is this, you know, all those insecurities of feelings, that's what it's about, and that's going to be a burden. And you should just, you know, stop with those feelings, even though it's hard, and just trust it, that it's, first of all, fate. You know, just whatever happens, and just let it guide you by the universe. You know, I mean, you see the angel here. There's nothing more holy than an angel, you know, from the universe, and you can be guided by that when you trust the universe and your intuition. So, pile number 1, you know, trust your instincts, just be happy in the moment and try not to overthink things. I know it's hard, but can be hard sometimes, even when it's truly wonderful time, that you're like, oh, this cannot be my soulmate, or this cannot, just whatever it is, that it can't be, but it can. So just be with it, and because you have this one, so you're able to achieve anything and manifest everything. So you know, just keep it going and be in the flow with that love, and it will all be wonderful for you. So thank you. I hope you love this reading for you, and let's go to pile number 2. Hi guys, welcome to pile number 2 reading, the wonderful point quartz. And let's see what October has for you with love. This is the fallout card. Let's you know, let's take a look at this one first. Queen of Cauldrons. Okay, so she's just, I get such a power from this one, you know, in touch with her feelings. And this is looks like a peach. So peaches are, you know, they're always, when you eat them, it's just delicious, you know, full of love, wonderful for the skin. So, and she's holding the cup, so she's in touch with her feelings. So I think that you are in touch with your feelings also. And you know, lots of blue. You know, blue is also the, you know, the calmness. So she's calm, and I think she can also, you know, make good decisions, and just very in touch with her emotions, really. So let's see what else you have. The Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Wise One, interesting temptation, Page of Cauldron. So let's start with these first. And so the Knight of Pentacles is really about stability and you know, being stable. So even, you know, in love, things can be stable and good, you know, so, or it can be your partner that is very stable, especially when it comes to work. He's just sitting there and, you know, holding that pentacle, like, okay, you know, I'm firm, I'm doing what I do, and whatever happens, I have my wonderful, you know, black stallion, you know, to guide me with his shining armor. So it can also be a person that is very strong for you, like, you know, just whenever something happens, he's there like a rock. And so that might be the person you're with or you're going to be with in October. And so let's get that. So that's this one. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning. So because it's about love, you know, it's just a new beginning. It might also be that you meet this person, or that you've met your person on a work, because normally the Pentacles is about work and, you know, business, money. So it can be work related, that you've met each other there, or at a conference or something in a work related space. Maybe even in a zoo, because, you know, the rabbit is there, just something just popped up. You can always, you know, you can, if you're open and it's meant to be, you know, you can meet people everywhere. And yeah, it just came to me, so I just had to mention it, of course. But the thing that's interesting is this one, temptation. And you also have to be aware, like, that you're, whatever relationship you're in or you're going to be in, that it is the right one, because this fox is really turning me off, because, you know, there are two people seem to be in love, but you see that snake around his leg, so he is a snake. So be careful, you know, it's warning you. So you know, take a good look at who you're dating, or maybe even if you're married, like your husband or wife, if everything is okay, you know, just take a good look, because this is a warning sign. And can also be that you've met someone and you're happy, and this person doesn't have the best interest at heart with you, you know, like maybe he's a player or just wants a one-night stand, and he's pretending to be you know, a good person. So just, you know, be careful about that. But you have your instincts, so you're gonna be fine with that. So just, you know, be careful. And the good thing always to do is, you know, listen to your intuition and take your time. You know, maybe even step back for a little while and take a look at the situation, you know, because then you're able to light that fire from within, and just to be able to see things more thorough. Because sometimes, you know, your knight in shining armor can be wonderful and looks promising, and then in the end he's just you know, like many other guys, he's just a jerk. So be careful about that. There is going to be a new beginning, and I think it has to do something with work, workplace. Yeah, something about work, where you've met, like I said before, or you're going to meet, or whatever it is, and it's going to be a very sturdy type, but might not be the best interest that he has, like in the relationship itself. Maybe not honest, maybe he has a wife somewhere. And also, when I look at the Page of Cauldrons, he's also very, you know, like, he's holding the cup, but he's holding it so firm that it's like, you know, I'm in touch with my emotions, but I'm not, you know, I'm not showing you everything just at once. That's, you know, what I'm getting from the total of this. So not everything is, of course, wrong, but just, it's always good to be cautious, because if someone is not laying down all the cards on the table, then, you know, and you are, you know, I mean, then it's just imbalance in the relationship. So just, you know, let's see what else there is. It's poised, time to go. New moon, promise. Subtle light, fluorite. And you have the High Lord and Gaia's Garden. So let's see. So this is that you're actually able, that you're on the verge of doing everything when it comes to love. You're ready for it, and you're open to it. So then you're also extra vulnerable. So, you know, be careful who you let in your heart. That's what I want to give to you. And it's the time to go. So it's really the time to take new chances and new experiences, and just being in the moment. And Satellite is actually interesting because it says like adapt, or, you know, go with the flow, make new friends, or, you know, or contacts that you are in touch, like just be with them. So can be a time for new friendships, and where you can find love. I mean, love doesn't always have to be a relationship. You can also, you know, find love with being, you know, being with friends, with good friends. They can give you lots of love as well. So that's a good card to know. Satellite, yeah, you really have to, you can be with friends, you know, find friends, you know, maybe start a new, go for a sport like fitness. Maybe you can meet new people. So it's about meeting new people, really. You have your friends, maybe you haven't been in touch with them for a while, and then it's, you know, it's time to go and have a good time and just be with your friends, or just meet new friends because you're totally ready. Maybe you have been through a period where it was a bit hard, or you weren't open for, you know, being with friends, because sometimes we just want to be alone, and now it is a time to, you know, go and do that. And when you do that, you have to be yourself. A fluorite, it gives me something. I think, you know, when I think of it, sometimes we try to adapt when we meet someone or for love, and it's, you know, you're just you. You're your beautiful person, and you're allowed to be you. So don't change for nobody. I just want to say that. So, you know, you are you, and you are beautiful the way you are. And even if you meet someone who's like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever, remember the snake, and also don't change for no one. Like, if you feel like you have to pretend to be something else or somebody else, or that you're watching about what you're saying, or watching your words that come out of your mouth, well, normally you wouldn't do that. Yeah, it's a warning sign, you know, like, that's not how it's supposed to be. If it's really true love, I mean, then it's supposed to be just about balance, and you can be who you are, he or she can, you know, be who he or she is. So so it's a good time to go out, make friends, be with your friends, and experience love in very different ways. But, you know, this one is really about being careful and, you know, trusting yourself, taking some time also to be with yourself and evaluate your feelings, because sometimes we can be overwhelmed, you know, with attention, and you know, also just think about yourself. New moon, the promise, you know, the moon is just for wishes and feelings, and you know, things can come true, but also dream, you know, start to dream about what you want, so the universe can, you know, can give you what you want. You know, just bring it to you. Yeah, I'm doing this, actually, I'm not filming this like after. I am filming it while I am, you know, like literally reading. So sometimes I just, because it goes so fast, and I have to, you know, I get these things that come up, come in my mind, and I have to, you know, think, okay, this card goes there, and then, you know, to make the connections. So if you're like, oh, well, she's not like talking that flowy or whatever, that's true, because I'm using my intuition. It's just it's very energetic, and so this is, you know, you dream, take your time to dream, you know, do that alone, and visualize what you want to have. And when you are working on that. Also, just trust the universe. I mean, we always have to trust the universe, but I would just like to say that. So then we have here the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. So selflessness, humility, conscious action. So whatever you do, do it with self-love and love for others. So the white light can be, shining and surrounding you and others, because everybody has to give something. And selflessness. So if you do something, if you meet someone, new friends, do it out of love and not because you have a hidden agenda. So, if you want to be with your friends, be with them because you want to be with them, not because, let's say, you're bored. Or it's like, okay, I didn't have anything else to do, so I'm just calling you so you can, you can just entertain me, because that's not what friends are for. It has to be mutual, stable relationship, and friendship is about selflessness and humility, because it's giving and taking, of course. And here's the bird here that's just looking at the stars. So, and here they're also looking at just some stars here, but just in general the sky. So there's a lot to see. So, and even if I think of it, it might be a good time in October to be sitting down at the water, just overthinking what you want in life, thinking what happened to you in last month, this month. Everybody has its true meaning and true intentions to be with you. So, like I said before, love can mean many things. Can mean true love, like lovers, but it can also mean the love between friendly relationships. And sometimes friendly friends can have other intentions, and that's the good thing to think about it. And here we have Gaia's Garden, Fruition, Abundance, reaping what you sow. So whatever you do, it's going to come back to you. So like I said, whatever you do it out of true intentions, like no hidden agenda, because then you will get it back. So that's also something it's just important to whatever it is you're doing, and it's just life in general. Always do it because you have the best intention at heart, and not because you want something back or whatever. If you want something, just say it, and make an arrangement or whatever, but just don't go do something for somebody else just in order to get something back, because that's just not working, and the universe will take things, or karma or whatever. I mean, I'm sure you know karma, and karma is like the gangster of all, so you don't want to call karma. So true intentions can also be, I was just thinking of these, maybe warning, not even about a person, but just actually about you, that maybe you don't have the true intentions in some sort of relationship. So also take a look at you, because sometimes we think we are true, but something else is actually playing beneath the surface. So being so it's easy to always point a finger like it's him or her, but sometimes we need to look at a mirror, like, okay, but what are we doing? Are we so truthful? Are we are we having the best intentions at heart? So that's just something that popped up when I saw this one. And so overall, I think it's not like super exciting for October when it comes to love, but it can be when you have, when you're going to be with those friends and meet new people, maybe go to, try something new, maybe some course, or like, I don't know, dancing lessons, right? Just meet new people, go. There's definitely the time to go. So don't sit still in October, because then nothing is going to happen, of course. So it's the time to, you're ready, just go. And that's also, the new beginning. time to go, and yeah, just be careful what you're doing or how you do it, and that it's really pure of heart. That's just what I want to say. And that even it might be you who, look in the mirror, are your intention true, or the other person that you're meeting might be a girlfriend, boyfriend, just a friend. Are they true at heart? Because this card doesn't come up. It has a reason. So this is pile number 2. Yeah, I just said it all. Be humility, do everything by your heart, and then also take the time. This relates also to this, to just be in the moment sometimes and think. Just your passions, your wishes, where you want to go, whether it's for love or what else you're thinking about. Take your time, and the water is going to be helpful with that. So I hope you can, I hope this helps for October, and I hope you have a good time, because it's time to go, time to, spread your wings and fly away. So just have fun, and I will see you in the next reading. Hey, this is pile number 3 with the tiger stone. Beautiful. And let's get started on the reading on the love 2019 of October. This was the fallout card. Let's take a look at this one. Oh wow, this is interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that here. This is beautiful. All of the different colors, the fire, all the the signs are here: water, fire, earth, air. It's just beautiful, and it's just the victory. So there's a victory card in here. So we have the Sun, 6 of Swords, Queen of Wands, Lone Man, and the Ace of Cauldrons. So let's see what I see. So definitely good times here, happiness, and just everything falls into place, and you're gonna have a great time. But there's also a time where you don't feel that good, that you're lost, and there's a time that you don't feel that well about the situation, or about your love life, maybe about your partner, maybe something is going on, and you feel like confused and not yourself, and not in the right place. So literally upside down, and that's when might be the time to take a step back, maybe go on a weekend trip with a friend, or just be by yourself, or maybe even ending the relationship. This can also mean that the relationship will end, and that's going to make you feel happy, because sometimes we are in not such a great relationship, where you feel not yourself, lost, unhappy, and leaving that relationship will give you the happiness that you were looking for. And everything, whatever situation it is, might be just like an incidental situation, or it might be more serious, that you're going to make a decision. Okay, it's enough. I'm going to leave that person. You have the strength to do it. You're very creative. You're very powerful as well, passionate, and also in touch with yourself. So you know what to do when the time is right, and that will give you balance and time for new beginnings. When it comes to emotions, the emotions are going to flow again, and you are going to be with your emotions again, and so that's wonderful. So lots of happiness, either whether you go on that path or this path. So the path of stepping away for just a bit, or stepping away forever, it's going to bring you new beginnings and in touch with your feelings again. So that's good to know for October. So it seems like interesting decisions are going to be made in October, but definitely whatever the decision, if it's just a day away, or like, okay, let's pause this for a while, or okay, I'm done with it, it's going to bring you nothing more than joy and happiness. You're going to feel wonderful, and it's going to help you with your emotions. Let's see. Strength. Okay. Chaos and conflict, fork in the road. Yeah. I love how cards, taking care of yourself, find order. Okay. So when I look at a total, with all the cards, first of all, strength. Whatever is happening, you're going to need strength, and strength is from within because it's just within you. And there's choices to be made. So like what I said, are you going to take this path or that path? It literally is just saying this here. So whatever you're going to do with your relationship, maybe you're starting one and it just feels off, or you're just not totally happy with it, or you're in a relationship and it's also not satisfactory, and you're feeling lost and not yourself, and your emotions are running wild. And so they're going to be, this month is going to be a month of choices and some chaos, conflict. So might be conflict from within, like am I doing this right? Am I choosing the right thing? Because sometimes we know what we want, but then there's still loyalty involved, or maybe kids even, and you're like, oh my god, I'm turning everybody's world upside down, or whatever, or my own, maybe your own world if you've been in a long relationship even, and that can put you in conflict, or just with the person itself, of course, some chaos and conflict. So it's going to be an interesting month for you, very turbulent even, because when I think of this card, it's actually the victory card, but also the card like when you set things in motion, things are going to go fast, and whatever it is, you're going to be victorious, but you really need to make a choice of what you're doing, and be firm about it. And don't worry about chaos. Sometimes life is chaos, and it will bring you happiness in the end, with in touch with your emotions, so you can start again. So for sure, when you are watching this reading, something is off in your relationship. Something just might not feel well. Me myself, I've just broken up with my boyfriend just before the holidays, and I was in this position. So we all have times that things are just not as bright as we want it to be. Doesn't mean we can never be happy again, because this clearly says that it's just a phase you're going through this. And first of all, every phase that you go through, you need strength, but you also gain strength. So this is, you can see this as positive. So the situation itself might not be that great, but in the end it will be rewarding. So let's see these two. Kyanite Rubellite. Take the time to take care of yourself. It's very important to take care of yourself. And this is that you have full of passion and the goals to work on a project that is meaningful to you. So, when you're in this position, like you don't feel it, then it's about yourself. Because if the situation, if the relationship was wonderful and right, of course we always have to take care of ourselves. I mean, no question about it. But this card comes up extra. So take your time to take care of yourself, and be in the moment, and so you can also make the right decision to do what you have to do in order to get that happiness and be in touch with your emotions again, and be able to feel again, feel happy, and love again. And the project might be something that you wanted all the time, and it's just not happening, or it's not working, or this situation that is in the way, like it's blocking you to be passionate or working on your goals. Sometimes a relationship can do that. I mean, we have dreams and goals, but sometimes they can just be on hold because something needs to be fixed in the relationship first. So when you have gone through this and you're on the right track again with your happiness and your emotions, then you can just go on with whatever it is that you're actually were waiting for, but that you put on hold. So so actually, when I think of it, I mean, it's just a small period of fuss and not such a great time, feeling lonely, not in touch with yourself, but it will end, and then you have all the right things going for you. So even when it's a chaos, choices, in the end, just remember whatever you're going through, remember the cards. You will have victory, and you will have the sun shining upon you, and your emotions just be able to flow again like you wanted it to. So let's see. Sisters of the Season and the Word, Lord. Communication, praises, honesty. So I think that when it's good to write things down. Sometimes we know that, we think we know that, we have the answers or whatever it is that we want, but sometimes it's good to write them down because it gives us clarity, and also, what you want when you write it down, it becomes reality, and it's vibrations. So when you write things down, maybe a letter to yourself, or pluses and negatives, a list of things in your relationship that you're not happy about, or whatever it is, you can write them down so they can give you clarity. And Sisters of the Law, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. So everything happens for a reason, and it just goes how it's supposed to go. And so don't fight it, just go with it. I had it also, some similar cards in pile number 1, divine order. I mean, the universe always takes care of us, but it takes care of us in a way that it's supposed to go. So, you might think now, like, oh my god, this is such a shitty pile that I chosen, but probably deep from within, you know that it has to be done. So sometimes we just can't help it, and we have to face what's coming, and we have to face what's, the things we have to deal with, even though we're afraid or whatever. And then the Strength card will help us through that. So remember, you are very strong to cope with whatever is going on. And when you're coping, to be strong, take care of yourself. So eat well, sleep well. I'm very pro for meditation. Meditation can also be done by writing. There are different forms of meditation. Just being with yourself and your own thoughts is also some sort of meditation. Or you do an actual meditation and be with yourself and your thoughts, and calm your mind down through the meditation. So taking care of yourself can be done in many different ways, like go out for a walk, just being away from people, for example, eating well, sleeping well, maybe do something for yourself that you haven't done for a while, like for instance, if you like art, do some artwork. If you like to go outside. If you like to go to the movies, have fun, because that's also taking care of yourself, doing things for yourself. And that's very, very important for you to, when you go through October, something with your relationship, that you can handle the chaos and conflict and the choice that you have to make to either end it or go further, but you need some time to think. And so whatever it is, it will help you gain that strength to be able to get it done. And then in the end, you know, you can go on with whatever it is that you wanted to do all along, because there is something that is holding you back to achieve now. So it might be something in work, might be something just a small dream, big dream, whatever it is. It's very important to you, but it's actually holding you down right now because of the situation. It could be a situation that's coming, could be a situation that you're in now. So, and remember that, you know, you cannot trick the destiny. So it is just what it is, and things go in the way they go. But the good thing is that first you go through it, and then you're gonna have all the wonderful happiness and your purpose, your passion again. So it's going to be a turbulent month, so yeah, take care of yourself. Think of the taking care of yourself, like really take care of yourself. Take your time, like I said, preferably meditate also, to, you know, to be with your thoughts and to calm them down. That will give you lots of strength as well, so you can cope this month and just deal with it. So yeah, it's not like the most wonderful love card, like, oh, soulmate, wonderful happiness, but that's life. I mean, sometimes the cards just are what they are, and they never lie. So yeah, just deal with it, and you will be fine in the end. So, because you have these two, so don't worry, you can handle it, and everything will be fine. So pile number 3, very turbulent month for you, but you will, you know, you will make it through it, and in the end you will look back and like, okay, I just had to go through it, but now I'm happy again, and everything is flowing again, and it's, you know, just a bump in the road. Okay, so thank you for watching this prediction for October 2019 for love in October, and have a great day.